Alright, can you do something different? Or?
I mean, and honestly, if for some reason there was an issue, I could break it again.
Let's get to talk about that while you shoot.
Alright. That might be the one. Let's see.
You know, never quit shooting and working on my stuff, and I just always looking for some other challenge, you know, and kind of just had looked into just some of the Guinness stuff, things I could achieve, and you know, and that was the first one I went for. I just thought that's a real cool one. Most 3-pointers in 1 minute. Like these are the couple of the titles I won with Jack Daniels. Some of it there, because those were pretty big. You know, I was competing against like hundreds of people. Like to win small, it's like basketball arcade, you know. And that one in the back there, that big one, yeah, right there. That was like the national, because I'm half Greek, half Italian, national Greek player of the year when I was a senior, Greek athlete of the year. And there's Trae Young's shoe sign.
Signed Trae Young shoes.
Pretty cool. He gave me so much shit at Adidas. Damian Lillard. That was like what they called a, I don't know what the hell they called it, like international, like where it was like 600 countries competing, and I had the highest score out of all of them.
Out of 600 countries?
Well, anybody was eligible.
Out of those 600 countries that competed, put players in, you was the best out of all of those.
Yeah, for these two different Adidas competitions, they were timed events. Like you got to do it, you had like a month, and you go on the app and you have to record yourself doing it. And I got the highest score for the Eric Gordon competition. Here's Eric Gordon's shoes. He plays for the Rockets, you know. And then the other one I won was the Trae Young one. It was only 2 that I got in, and then but it was, how were they calling them? They were calling them global competitions. That's what.
Gotcha.
Global. So it was like, yeah, it doesn't mean that. Hell, there might have been some countries where nobody even shot, but they were all eligible with the home court app. It's like the app, and you just go on and, you know, who knows. But, I mean, there were definitely like thousands of people that were competing, you know. You shoot, you know what I mean? If you fuck up, you're done, you know. But then you go in front of the crowd later on that day, you know what I mean? Those are tough. And then, like, some of these ones, like, literally, like, some of these Ruffles, State Farm, Kia, all these ones I won in these cities, Ruffles again. Like, you literally will stand in line for 1, 2, 3 hours because there's so many people waiting to do these competitions.
Wow.
I mean, like, some of these ones, like, this one I won in LA, I'm not bullshitting, this Ruffles one. I mean, you were shooting beyond NBA range and they gave you 40 seconds. There was probably, I'm going to guess, 1,000 people that did it. And I got the highest score, you know, because they're Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's All-Star Weekend. Every day people are shooting.
Yeah.
You know, and then they just take the top few scores and you have a shoot-off at the end. You know, and then they give you free tickets to the All-Star Game Sunday night if you win it. And I want, you know, but I mean, that's these kind of competitions like this one. I mean, probably thousands of people were in this thing. I'm not bullshitting. I mean, this one, same time. I mean, there's just, because you're at these events and these lines are like out the door. I mean, you just, it's like almost like you're trying to get an autograph from like a guy.
The Beatles.
Like, yeah, like from the All-Star players or something. It's just, but you just stand in line, and then if you get up, you just get up there and you shoot ice cold and you just run with it. You know, so to me, those are pretty good accomplishments because it's so difficult to do that.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
Like to just stand there ice cold, then you just go up and shoot, and you're using like a, you know, rubber ball, and you're just, you know, it's just crazy, you know, because, you know, and like this one, these Adidas ones, like I said, those are global competitions. Like anybody in all them countries can attempt them, you know. This one too, right here, I don't really necessarily have a trophy, but the one I won the trip to the All-Star Game, this one was it was United States and Canada were all eligible. It was a hot shot competition. Like free throw, like elbows are 4 points, 3-pointers 5, layup, you know, all that, and you just accumulate the most points you can in a minute. I mean, there's always different versions of it, but the NBA had sponsored this one on this app, and you were able to record, you know, and it went on for like 6 weeks, and I got the highest score out of anybody in the United States and Canada, and then as a result, I got a free trip to Chicago and all the events for the All-Star game and stuff. That was a pretty cool one to win, because it was a big prize.
And it was in Chicago.
And thousands of dollars to get, the plane and the hotel room for 3 nights and all the events, everything was paid for. Some of these ones, I don't know, like this is sponsored by Ruffles. Some of these competitions, like because I won trips to the All-Star game this year, it wasn't really a game. I mean, they did it, but It wasn't like a crowd and stuff, but we won trips to Los Angeles, Charlotte, and Chicago, like paid trips from me winning competitions. And then while I was there and stuff, like in Charlotte, I won this. That's from Cleveland when I won to get to LA. This is from Charlotte. This is Charlotte. This one is from LA. This one's from LA. This one's from Chicago. All different competitions. You stand in line. There's, hundreds of people standing in line, and then you just get up there and shoot. Like different competition. Like I'm trying to think. Like this one was a hot shot competition. This one was like this basketball toss thing. This one was a pop-a-shot. This one right here was a pop-a-shot, but different machines. This one was a 4-point challenge, so you shoot like beyond the NBA range. This one was a free throw competition in Chicago. They're all different, sponsored by different companies, but every one of them were like big prize, like won like big prizes, like tickets to games and all this different stuff. And
Tell me about these world records up here.
Right there, I believe the record was 60, and I made 93. Record was, I think, 27, and I made 34. Record was 52, and I made 67. Record was 26, I made 31.
We are still in awe of this shooting performance. Anthony Miracola from Temperance hit 31 consecutive NBA threes to set a new Guinness World Record. He beat the previous mark of 26 in just 1 minute. Did it last night. This morning at Toledo practice, we had to ask the guys what they thought.
I see a guy making a lot of shots. I'm not sure that's fundamentally the way you would teach shooting, but everybody's different. Everybody they can it's about the matter of ball going in, and the ball's going in there.
That's got to be a lot of reps. He's got to try that for a while, but that's definitely impressive. I feel like I need to try it though.
Joy mixed with disappointment, as crazy as it sounds, just because I was really happy to have gotten it to 31. I was just upset because I missed a few right at the end, so it was kind of a mixed emotion. But no, it was just overwhelming, because all the effort put in, and to be a world record holder and all that, because I've been shooting so many shots for years, and to achieve something like that is really something. So that's one thing I wanted to do, is just thank everybody that donated their time and gave the effort, because I worked my butt off, my wife and I practicing, but I couldn't have did it without all the people that were here to help. I'm going to kind of look it over, and I'm going to let all this kind of soak in, settle, and, hopefully it keeps getting out there and, get some more recognition, and it goes hand in hand with my basketball stuff, my training, and just, trying to make a name for myself, and it's all in good fun, and just trying to find different ways to compete. They want you to have multiple camera angles, like fast, slow motion. So I ended up kind of going overboard, and I had like 3 fast motion different angles, 2 slow motion, and then you had to have 2 timekeepers with stopwatches. We did that. We also had a third person with the scoreboard, because I thought it made it more kind of neat, realistic. I'm pretty motivated by the whole thing, that I don't really plan on settling, even records that I already have captured. I plan to go back and set the bar even higher. Records I already captured, I plan to set the bar even higher, so my plan is to hopefully put a lot of them in a spot where it would be damn near impossible to even touch them, you know, like, you know, anybody can make the shots, but I'm gonna try to put them into a, you know, a spot where humanly it may not even be possible to surpass them. So we'll see where it goes, though. You know, I'm just working on everything day to day, and we'll see where I end up with it all. But that's my plan. I don't really want to make them easy to break. One girl I trained just broke the Guinness World Record for most free throws in a minute by a female.
She's like a machine. The kid just does not miss.
I got an article with the newspaper that's going to be coming out in a couple weeks where they interviewed me and her. It's going to be just one of these type of articles for my record and hers. And then we did an interview with BCSN, the Toledo station. I don't really think there is a ceiling, you know, especially with the skill set she has, because she can do more than just shoot. But as a shooter, I would say she's got to be one of the best junior high shooters in the world. I mean, no doubt about it.
Anthony Miracola is her trainer. He has broken multiple Guinness World Records himself, and now he's training Ava. Recently, she made 52 free throws in 1 minute. That shattered the previous record by a female by 12. At one point, the record was held by Becky Hammond, who was one of the greatest WNBA players of all time. The greatest female free throw shooter in the world, and she's chasing her trainer, Anthony, who holds the male record with 67 made free throws.
All right. That might be the one. Let's see.
Think it was 72 for 74.